and that means we have got brand new products for you, brand new promotions and offers and deals and money off, and of course fantastic demonstrations. Now this is really exciting today. I've just realized I'm not in the middle of here, so I need to do this to sit in the middle. I've just realized I'm not straight. Right, so we have got two fantastic designers for you today doing demonstrations. First of all, we're going to have the lovely Christina Griffiths from Cardmaking Magic. She's going to be joining us for a demonstration, and then a double whammy today, we've also got, of course, Made to Surprise with her new collection. She's going to be joining us via Skype for another demonstration in a little while. And if you're extra lucky, you might get a demonstration from myself at the end if we get time. Lucky, three of us. So, like I say, two new collections for you today. We are giving away over £100 worth of product. Okay, that is an amazing prize. If you want to be in with a chance of winning some of that prize, all you need to be doing is commenting. Really simple. So just comment, hi, how are you, what's the weather like, what do you love about Card Making Magic, what do you love about Made to Surprise. Pop it in the comments whether you're on CraftWorld or whether you are on Facebook. Hello to everybody watching us on YouTube today. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure you're going to absolutely love the demonstrations from Christina Griffiths and from Sam Calcott. I cannot wait to get started with those. We're going to see Christina first in a moment. Let me just say hello to a few of you who are joining us. I know you join us from all around the world. So hello to Lorraine, hello to Jeanette, hello to Rachel, hello to Maria from Puerto Rico. Hello, I hope the weather's a bit nicer there than it is here. Gerald, to Cindy from Michigan, hello. Avril, hello to, I think I've said Cheryl, maybe a different Cheryl, hello. There's so many of you. We get so many people watching week after week. We find new people to watch. So make sure you're commenting. You can find some new friends in the chat as well. I love to go through and read the comments afterwards. If you ask any questions that I haven't answered throughout the hour, I will do my very best to answer them afterwards. As will Christina and Sam. During the hour, they will be in the chat while they're not live with us, okay? So if you've ever wanted to chat to those two as well, drop them some messages there. We have got Marta from the USA. Thank you so much. It's so fun. And Jane from North Kent Coast. You've probably got similar weather to me. You're not actually that far from me. It's just across the water, really. So many of you. Oh, Barbara from Germany, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, let's start off by saying we have got amazing deals on these products, okay? I'm going to start the first half of the show with Card Making Magic, okay? With the Card Making Magic, you have got, I'm just moving my paperwork out of the way, you don't want to see that in a minute. Well, you have got the offer of the brand new collection. If you are choosing any two of the festive frames, you are going to receive a free die set worth $7.99. Sorry, stamp set. I will show you those in a moment. In fact, should we have a quick look at these before we go over to Christina and have a chat to her? So come down onto my craft desk. So this is the whole collection here, okay? We have got beautiful frames. Now, what I do need to do with these is get them out of their packaging, just one or two, because they are much larger than you see on the packet. So for example, we've got the Snowflake Oval here, absolutely beautiful. They are all filigree frames, which means we've got stunning detail in them. Let me just take two of these dies out here. Look at the size of those. They are beautiful, absolutely stunning. They die cut perfectly as well. I don't know if you caught these just recently on her chanda, but they cut so prettily. And just with one pass, they're gorgeous. So that is that oval frame. And of course, if you have a look at the packaging, you can see the scale, absolutely not to scale at all. Okay, so now if you can hear any banging, I apologise. It's just our next door neighbours in the studio who decided that they're going to, I think, totally take out the walls and the ceiling next door dead on 1 o'clock today. So we're just having a look at sorting that out. But hopefully you can't hear too much over my voice. So we have got the beautiful rose filigree frame. We've got the snowflakes here. We've got the parcels. This one has the Christmas gifts. We also have the robin, which has the beautiful circle and the corners and the ferns and the picket fence. I love that. We've got the bell down here as well. I'll lift these up so you can see them over the wording going across the screen there. We've got the Christmas tree as well. Again, for scale, let me just grab this Christmas tree here for you so you can see the size of them. All of these dies have come from this set. They are absolutely beautiful. So, lastly, we've got the baubles, filigree frame. Again, another large frame there. and then the candles, the octagonal ones. Now, Christine's going to show you these in more detail, but like I say, we have got an offer on these today. If you're purchasing any 2 of these, you're going to be able to get a stamp set completely free. Okay, pop that into your basket. It will all be sorted out at checkout. You don't need a code or anything for that. If you do miss this, if you've only got 10 minutes left of your lunch break, maybe you're just joining me, you've already missed the beginning, you can always catch up later on YouTube. Don't forget to join us over there. Subscribe to the channel, and then if you ever do miss a Friday or any of the lives, you can catch up there. So what I'm going to do now is go over and see Christine. Lovely Christine's been waiting in the wings very, very patiently and very quietly for me. So I nearly forgot to call her on time as well. So I'm sure she'll have me for that in a little while. So let's have a hello to Christine. Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hello, Lou. I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good.
Are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good.
Looking lovely, of course, as usual.
Thank you.
So tell us about your new collection.
Oh, this new collection is beautiful. It coordinates with a lot of the other dies that are in other collections. So you're not just buying these, you're expanding the whole lot that you've got. You can make easel cards out of these. You can add these to ordinary cards of any size, and they will make beautiful designs for you. Now, I see you doing a special offer of 2 with a free stamp. Now, if I had to choose 2 and only 2, these would be my favourites.
They are, yeah. Do you know what? I think I'd say the same.
I absolutely love these. They are so beautiful. And the thing with this one, and a lot of the others as well, this also works with the easel die that was out just a few months or just a few weeks ago, really.
That was the previous collection, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Lovely. So
as you said, they are bigger than you think they are. This is the size of the actual bell die, so it really does make a big. See it? So it really does make a big card. You can cut that over a folded card and create for yourself an easel card, just the same as you could if you add the easel die. But they are beautiful, and I love these flowers. These flowers decoupage on top of the ones that are in the actual bell.
Now, am I right in thinking
and I love it. It's beautiful.
Sorry, am I right in thinking that your video demonstration we're going to show in a short while is using that die?
Yes. Yes, lovely. Because that's absolutely my favourite one. So I am going to try and do some more, but it's just been a little bit difficult at the moment. But I will try and do some more videos using the other dies that are in the sets. But you really do have a vast collection of all these dies to choose from.
Fantastic. And we are, of course, giving away a selection of the dies, so people are just commenting. I know you're going to hang around in the comments for us and chat to people during the hour. And we have a lovely video demonstration to show in just a moment as well, which I'm really excited about because it is really, really pretty. So thank you for joining us. I know it's very short and sweet today.
That's all right.
But thank you for joining us. We want to get on and see that demonstration, of course. But hopefully we will chat to you again very, very soon. And I know, like you say, you'll be in the comments anyway, so anyone can say hello to you there.
Okay, Lou. See you soon.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Oh, she's absolutely lovely, isn't she? She's just such a talented crafter and has been for so many years. It's lovely. So, like I say, we do have a video demonstration from Christina. So she's prepared this in advance for us because you never know with streaming and things how the video is going to go. So we've got that ready for you, and that is using the bell. But like I say, any of these, there's 8 dies in total. Any of these new dies, the festive frames, if you're purchasing those, you can get a free stamp set, and there are 2 new stamp sets to look at. We will look at those in more detail a little bit later. Hopefully I'll get a chance to demo them as well. Should we jump straight into that video demonstration? Because I know you want to see how they work. So let's see this from Christina. Take a look at this.
Hi everybody, it's Christina from Cardmaking Magic.
Once again, I have to apologise for my long absence, but now I'm hoping to be back doing more videos for you. And this is the latest collection that we've come up with. Now if you look at these, they're all beautifully shaped designs which will create lovely cards for you, and some of them are designed to work with others that were in previous collections. So if you look on the back, it tells you what they will go with, and this is the easel card that came out a little while ago, so of course that will work with that one. This one will work with the oval box set, and this one of course will work with the round bauble easel card. And again, the others will tell you what they will work with. Now there are also two stamp sets in this collection. These are Festive Frames collection 1 and number 2. And they're all beautiful verses that can go either on the front of your cards or on the insides. So for today's card, I'm going to start with the Bell Filigree Frame, and I'm just going to make this onto an ordinary card, not an easel card. So I've added my dies to a magnetic sheet, and that will fit inside the pack, and I'm sure then that I don't lose any of the pieces. I'm going to use a glitter card and a pearl card, 2 shades of red for my flowers and some green for the leaves. So with the dies, I've gone ahead and I've cut my pieces. So with the largest one, I've cut the glitter back. With the filigree one, I've cut another panel that will sit on the top. And then from the 2 shades of red, I've cut my flowers and I've got the leaves from green. So now you may need to use your pokey tool to poke some of the little pieces out, but do bear in mind that they're not all designed to be poked out. Some of them are just embossed, and if you look on the die, it will show you which are the embossed bits and which are the bits that need to be poked out, because these have a cutting edge around them and these don't. So now here I have a 5.5 inch square card, and I'm going to keep the fold at the top. Now with the piece of glitter card that I took the centre out of, I'm going to place it on my card, and I'm going to leave 2 small borders, and I'm going to make little marks just in from the edge, at the top and at the bottom. And now when I've cut that piece out, that will layer onto my card and nobody will know that that piece is missing. So there it is, it's got a little border around all the edges. The piece is missing, but it's unnoticeable. And then with the mirror card, I'm going to do exactly the same and leave another little border just along there, and that's going to sit on top of the card. Now with the mirror card, I'm going to stamp the verse on this, and I'm going to cover it with clear powder just to stop it from smudging. So I need a heat gun to heat the embossing powder, and I'm going to stamp the verse, all I want for Christmas is good friends like you, and I'm going to put that in this top corner. So once I've got that stamped, and in retrospect that would have been better stamped in black and covered in black ink, black powder, but don't forget to put your anti-static on there first to stop that from spoiling your mirror card. So with some wet glue, I have glued the filigree piece to the glitter piece, and all these flower arrangements will decoupage onto these flowers and leaves on your card. So I'm going to put the original one, the first one, down in the correct place, which is there, and then I'm going to offset the others to make it look more full. And I've used 3 of the darker red in the plain, and then I've used 2 of the paler red, and they're in the pearl card, and they're going to sit on the front. And then I'm going to add the leaves around the flower wherever I think they would look nice. So you can add as many or as few as you wish on your card. but I'm going to glue all those in place now. So there's my flower built up. I've curled up the leaves with my fingers just to add a little bit more dimension. In the centre I've added a little red gemstone, and that's now ready to add to my card. But I thought just for a little bit of fun we'd add an action wobbler to the back, and that will give it some interaction for your recipient. And it's quite a fun thing to do. So we'll just take the backing off and we'll add this to the back. Now this piece I'm going to add with some foam, but because this is now going to be glued onto glitter card, I need to add some ordinary glue, some wet glue, to the top of the foam tape, just to make it stick. Now in my stash I've found some little caramel coloured pearls, so I'm just going to add these to the two sides of my card just to add a little bit more interest and finish it off. So we'll just add them along there. And we've got the wobbler action on the card, on the bell. So I think that's a really pretty card to send to someone for Christmas. So there's the finished card, and I've used the items from Cardmaking Magic, which are the Bell Filigree Frame and the Special Verses A5 stamp set, and this is stamp set 2. I've used an action wobbler just to add a little bit of fun to the card, and I've decorated it with some stick-on pearls. Now all my collections are available at CraftStash. You'll also find the action wobblers at CraftStash. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I was mesmerised there. So as Christina said, she did use her favourite Bell Filigree die set, but there are 7 others plus 2 stamp sets. So let's just come down and have a closer look at each of those. I gave you a brief overview earlier, but I really want to delve in and show you these before we switch over to having a look at the new Made to Surprise. We're all about your Christmas crafting at the moment, and of course by giving you Cardmaking Magic and then by giving you Made to Surprise, we're giving you 2 totally different sort of themes, totally different feels and styles, so we know there's going to be something to suit everybody today. So starting off with another one of Christina's favourites, and I've actually got one of the dies out here so you can see the size. It's the rose filigree, again another of my favourites also. It's really, really beautiful. You've got the rose cluster there going around the corner of the circle. Got that beautiful circle there with that pattern into it. We also of course have the larger matting and layering die, and then the decoupage pieces to be able to go over here, or of course use those flowers separately. So then we have the Snowflake Oval, and I showed you this earlier, how the size of it, it really is sort of quite large. It's going to fill your card. It's really, really pretty. Then we've got the Parcels Filigree Frame. I'm just seeing, I've got an example of this card here. I'm just knocking over the whole of the display that I spent ages putting up earlier, but never mind. Look at this one. So you can really see the size of that particular die is the white leaves, the white foliage around the edge. So if that gives you a bit of an example of the scale there. The presents are absolutely beautiful, and of course you can use those for any time of year. We've then got as well the Robin Filigree set. Now, if I show you another card, there's no point in putting these cards up because I bring them all down anyway. We've got the Robin Filigree, so again, you can see the scale there. This is just using them in silhouette, but of course you can colour them if you want to. I had lots of fun doing that card, actually. I'm hoping to do a video demonstration with that one soon. Fingers crossed, keep an eye on CraftStash or CraftWorld for that one. The bell you've just seen the scale of it, the size of it, absolutely stunning. You have the decoupage pieces as well. The Christmas tree filigree frame. So the frame there is actually, if I bring this one back in, I've got another one somewhere. Oh, here we go, from the lovely Pauline Hickey. We've actually made two very similar ones. I was inspired by Pauline. She told me about what she planned on doing, and I borrowed the idea, but in different colourways, so it's fine. It's fine. She doesn't mind, I'm sure. So you can see there we've got two large frames with that Christmas tree in the middle. And of course, the Christmas tree doesn't have to be three-dimensional like this. You can absolutely have that completely flat. It's still really, really beautiful. So let me stand that back up so it's not too messy when you come back to me. And then we've got the Baubles filigree frame as well. So a different style of frame here. More, I'd say more filigree, if that's an option. You have the aperture frame as well here, and then you have the options for the matting and layering. I do have a card somewhere here, but I think I've knocked it down. It's one of the ones that have gone on the floor. But we've got the baubles in there, you've got the foliage, you've got the swirls as well. I need to show you this actually. I think this is a wow factor die. Look at the size of it. Okay, absolutely beautiful. So really, don't look at the front, look on the inside. Have a look at the inspiration that's posted on CraftStash. Under the products, there's always photos when we can get them, photos of inspiration for you. So you can really see the size of these dies and what you can do with them. This one's still in the packaging, but again, you can see the size of those. Beautiful octagonal shapes with the candles as well. And of course, candles can be used for so many other things, different times of the year. Let me just pop this back in here. Oh, it's not going to go in now, is it? Of course it's not. Excuse the rustling, just go and grab a cup of tea quickly. There we go. Now, purchasing any two of these today over on craftstash.co.uk, you are going to be able to pop one of these stamp sets into your basket. They are beautiful. You can see mine are used, but that's fine. That's because I love them so much. The detail is exquisite. You've got beautiful, beautiful sentiments in there, icons as well. Any of those two, $7.99 they're worth each, and you're going to get a free one if you pop it in your basket with any two of these. Okay, now I have a couple of other things to tell you about while I do a quick, very subtle switch from Card Making Magic over to Mater Surprise. I'm just cleaning up the craft desk. So there are two brand new magazines that have just been launched now. They are on CraftStash, available for you to view and order. So that is now, we've got Die Cutting Essentials, issue 70. That's out. I always say, I remember designing for Die Cutting Essentials issue 1. I don't know where that time has gone. It's flown by, but you're going to absolutely love this one. We also have, this is funny, Simply Cards and Paper Craft. Okay, that's issue 210. Try and get that right. It's the one with my face on the front. I apologise, everybody. But that's actually one of those things, you know, one of those things you go in the supermarket and you can see your face on the front of a magazine. That's me this month. I'm really excited, but that's the issue that's just come out. You've got a beautiful Ultra New stamp set with that issue as well. It's absolutely stunning. Please make sure you check those out. We, of course, have a deal of the day as well. The deal of the day today is from Paper Boutique. So that's a gorgeous, gorgeous die set. You'll see the details scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. And I need to tell you now, and I will remind you later as well, there is a brand new craft along. Did you see Julie Hickey's craft along earlier this week? Okay, it was so, so fun. So inspirational. The tips and the tricks throughout the whole video were amazing. And of course, you could purchase the kit to craft along with her or craft along at a later date and rewatch the video. Now we have Pretty Gets Gritty are doing her version. Okay, so we have Lynette Jasper. She's going to be joining us for a craft along very soon on CraftWorld. We'll be playing it out on Facebook as well, but you can buy that kit now. Make sure you have it on time. There's 3 colorways as well, so please make sure you have a look at the 3 colorways. They're absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful acrylic photo frame, and she's doing mixed media techniques on it. It's something I've never seen before. Really, really pretty. So the actual craft along video is going to be live on the 21st of October. So you can join her there. You can ask questions and she'll be answering the questions as she crafts along. So it really is like coming along to a class as close as we can get at the moment. But if you're not available on the 21st, please make sure you do purchase that kit, because you are absolutely going to be able to catch up either later that evening or later in the week, whenever, and still craft along with the same goodies. So shall we now go down to Made to Surprise? It's a nice little gap in the middle there. I think I filled that quite well. So Made to Surprise here. We have got brand new product and we absolutely love Sam's designs, of course. Very different to Card Making Magic, absolutely. We have got the fun little... So we've got Christmas critters, first of all. I'm going to show you actually the die set. Now, these are all going to work perfectly with your wipers and your sliders that you've had in the past. In fact, I think they'll work with any of Sam's previous card bases that she gives you. All of those kinetic card bases she's been bringing you for a little while. We're going to work with all of them, okay? Absolutely stunning. These are so much fun. Now, Sam, I need to ask her in a moment. I'm going to go to Sam in a moment and ask her about names, because I know you're all thinking, what are the names of these animals? We've had Horace and such like, but we need new ones now. So let me quickly run through the products and then we'll go over to Sam and ask her all about it. So we have the Christmas Critters, which is a stamp and a die set, which are really, really pretty. That is $19.99 today. Really good price. We then have the Animal Antics. Again, stamp and die set. Again, for the bundle, the two together, $19.99. I just love this because you also get the sentiments. A trunk full of birthday wishes, Christmas wishes, hippo birthday to you. I can't even get it out. Merry Christmas. Get it, Meerkat? Fantastic. I love that. So those two bundles with the animals on are both $19.99. Now here's where the fun comes in. Okay. Photo booth props. Can you believe it? Party pieces, photo booth props. We have got the stamp and the die set to go with the animals, or go completely separate if you want. If you do scrapbooking, for example, these are going to be so much fun over your scrapbook pages, over those photos of your friends and family. But we have got the stamp and the die set again. This one is $18.99 for the bundle. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Love that. And then we've also got the Christmas photo booth props. Okay, so you've got the Christmas theme here. So we've got the Santa hat, we've got the elf, sorry, the Santa beard and the Santa hat, the elf hat, the reindeer horns, of course, you've got the bow tie, all sorts in there, and you've got the dies that lay over the stamps and match perfectly. Again, $18.99 for that set. But here's another deal for you. If you are buying any of these bundles, okay, and then you're purchasing from the wipers and the sliders set of previous collections from Sam, you're going to save a massive 30%. No code required. Pop them in your basket. It'll be sorted out at checkout. Okay, that is an amazing deal. Now let's go and say hello to Sam, who of course is the designer for Made to Surprise. So hopefully she's there on Skype. Hello, Sam. Hello, how are you? I want to say hi back. Hi back, hi back. I'm sure they will in the comments anyway.
Yeah, I've been watching the comments, so I've been saying hello and waving and stuff along the way.
Yes, I've seen a few. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. I think I'm Lou. I'm not Sam. But no, you've been in there chatting. That's fantastic. And I know Christina's in there now as well. It's lovely having both of you in 1 hour. It's so much fun. We need a big get together when we can.
Definitely.
So the funky animals, they're just absolutely amazing. I love them. I love them.
I've had so much fun with this one.
I bet you have.
Off the back of Jerry and Horace in the first collection, and that was a sellout, and then we brought them out again and they sold out again. We had loads of people saying they want more animals. We've got more coming as well, and naming them has been really fun. So we have Bo Bear.
Sorry, Bo. Sorry, I need to turn your volume up. I've turned you down. There we go. Bo Bear.
Oh, okay.
That's just for me.
Bo Bear. Obviously, we've got Rudolph, but if you don't if you don't colour his nose red, he can be any of the Santa's reindeer. We've got Penelope the penguin, or P, you can call her. Of course, you can change the colours. They can be anybody you want them to be. Everyone's been asking about the elephant. The elephant is called Eve after my nan. My nan loves elephants, so it's Eve or Evelyn the elephant. We've got Heidi the hippo. I wanted the hippo. That was a big one that everybody asked for, but also I love, my favourite Christmas song is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. So when you see her, it's an amazing song. Very, very old, from the 1950s. It's fantastic. Then we've got Marty the meerkat.
Marty.
And we've got, I think that's it. I've got my list. Yeah, that's everyone.
Oh, lovely. I love that everyone loves that you name them. I know we've gone
I
through
get attached to them. When I name them, I'm attached to them then.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. And I think everyone at home will do too. It's brilliant, isn't it? Saying that, oh, I've made a card with Horace. And everybody just knows who Horace is. So, yeah, it's brilliant.
And everything, all the props from this one will work with Jerry and Horace as well. So if you've got them, you can, yeah.
You've thought of everything. Fantastic. Do you have a couple of examples there using these?
Yes, I've got loads. I don't know. Do you want to flip me round? Do you want to go back and then I flip and then I can show them all and do the demo?
And we'll let you flip
easier that way
in private. Because we'll see all sorts of views around your craft room otherwise. So we'll come back to you in just a moment.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look down here at these. So we were talking about those animals. If you're just joining us, again, you can catch up on YouTube later on, absolutely. We are on CraftWorld at the minute. We are also on Facebook Live. So please be commenting because you are going to be in with a chance of winning a selection of these goodies. Now, these are the animals that Sam was just naming. Okay, they are just so much fun. And look at the activities they're getting up to as well. When you start incorporating them in with, I'll just bring in the stamps because the die's just cut out the outline. When you start incorporating all of the photo booth props as well, they are just amazing. They're so much fun. And you know what? I can see these not just for Christmas at all. I mean, obviously, Penelope, the penguin, she is ice skating. But do you know what? It doesn't have to be ice skating. You can take a little skate, so she can just be dancing. Maybe put the scarf around her neck. Maybe you can put a little bow there or something, cover up the scarf. You can have fun with this. You're all crafters. We are going to love this. So I'm doing the bow around my neck here. I apologise. You can actually see me. It's me and my hands. The meerkat, you know, all of these. Just think how much fun they are going to be when you use them in with the props as well. But I think Sam is the best person to show you. So let's go back to Sam and see what she's got for us. We're back, Sam.
Thanks, Lou. Okay, so I've got so many ideas for these. You're going to see me using them throughout, you know, the coming weeks now up until Christmas. But I've got, because you've got the party props and then you've got the Christmas props. So it's great that you've got that mix really. So you can, and there are elements of the Christmas props that you can use across the two. But here you see I've used Heidi on my slider card. This is the square photo, so it's that little Polaroid photo that you get within that die set, and then you just pull that one up and you've got Hippo birthday to you. And I just went a bit mad with that one and just done all the props, and all I've used is I've gone to the very handy pound shops and got some toothpicks, and that's what I've used to make my little use for the sticks, and just use some hot glue on the back. So that is Heidi there. Then we've got Bo Bear. I love him. He's just got such a fantastic smile. And this is using the circle slider. And again, that one pops up and it says Berry Merry Christmas. And I've showed tutorials where you can put a gift card in here. So it's a great card if you're posting it and you want to send a gift as well. Absolutely. But there's loads. These are fantastic. The naughty and nice little arrows. Yeah. These are the lights, all kinds of stuff. I've used lots of, they're very tactile cards, which is what I love.
We can find those tutorials on YouTube, can't we?
Yeah. All these tutorials to make these cards are already on there. And then you'll slowly see me starting to use these stamps with my main Christmas concept card launch, which is on the 3rd of November. And that is where all of these will work with another card shape as well. So there's lots to come. So there is Rudolph. Love this one. Just so cute.
I do love that naughty and nice. I really love it.
They're really good, aren't they? Then we've gone to the wiper cards for this one. So we've got there Eve or Evelyn, and then out pops her friend. And that's a birthday card. All the balloons, everything is all from this new release.
So
love the wiper cards.
Mirror stamped that there.
Yes, yeah, that's mirror stamping. And I've got a lovely tutorial that I'm going to be sharing where I mirror stamp Penelope so that they're holding hands.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, it's really, really sweet. So that's going to be coming. But yeah, just mirror stamping, just as I did with Jerry and Horace. And it's a really easy technique. But again, bringing you then to Penelope here. I've done her skating. I've just added some glitter. Done a nice little background there with all the baubles and the lights, and then it says let's party.
Oh, I adore that. I love how your sentiments always work really well with the elements that
really good fun. This is probably one of my favorites. My mum absolutely adores this one. So here's Marty. Well, here's all of Marty's friends. Marty doesn't like to miss out, so out he pops.
And I just think so meerkat-like.
Yeah, the mechanism works really well with this kind of
It really does.
animal. So that's that one. And then another favorite here is all of the reindeer. This is using that was using the 5x7 wiper. That was using the 6x6 wiper. And this is using the Z fold wiper. And then out pops Rudolph.
Oh, another friend. Oh,
So,
of course, that he's the only one with the red nose.
Yeah. So the Z fold will work better with the thinner animals. So like Jerry worked well within this one, the meerkat, the reindeer, because obviously they're small enough to fit within that section and hide. So it's really, really good fun.
Love
and
that.
then if you don't have those mechanism dies, or maybe it's not something you really like to do, you like to make more traditional kind of, you know, standard cards, then I've just shown you how to do this kind of panel one, where I've used lots of them with lots of props.
I adore that. I would just have so much. Do you know what? I think I would put little Velcro pieces on the back of them, so the recipient can move them around.
Yeah, well, I saw as well Christina use the wobblers. I've got another couple of card ideas with wobblers with these, and you also mentioned about scrapbooking, which was something I was going to say, because it's brilliant. The props in your scrapbook layouts will look fantastic.
Oh, they'd be fun, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so again here you've got Very Merry Christmas with bow, and I've used some of the fluffy stuff by Cosmic Shimmer. It's fantastic. I had it last year, and it gives you that faux kind of wool or snow look when you apply heat, so it's a really nice texture. And then just bringing in one of the stamps from the last collection there, the Let's Party, and I've just used 3 of the meerkats there at the bottom.
Amazing examples of those cards. You get those done so quickly as well.
They're just so much fun. So I'm going to do do you want me to get straight into the demo?
Absolutely, yep, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to do just grab my stuff here. So I've got the 5x7 wiper, and this is a little scene that I coloured last night. And so I just used 3 of the characters there and the balloon. So this is going to be a birthday card. And then I've already gone ahead and cut the pieces that you need. So for anybody new that's watching who's not familiar with the die set, this is the 5x7 wiper die set. So I've just die cut 2 of your main die here, which will give you this here. And then I'm going to go through that, folding it in a bit more detail in a second. But 2 of those. And then you'll want to die cut the actual mechanism, which is this one here, and it's got this triangle piece. And I've done that in acetate.
Oh, okay.
And you can use cardstock if you want to. You don't have to use the acetate, but I do like to use it, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to cut away parts of it just so that you only see the little critter. Okay. And then so you just need 1 of those, and then I've also cut my sentiment with this one. You get it's your special day, so I've already cut it there onto some card. And then you have your mats and layers as well, so you get these ones here. So I've just die cut 2 of those, and I'll show you all of that now. So
I'll just check in then, because you're using obviously you've got the wipers and you've got the sliders we saw earlier. Don't forget, everybody, that if you are purchasing one of the die and stamp bundles that are new today from Made to Surprise, you get 30% off of the wipers or the sliders, which is amazing. It's
fantastic. So that's just brought me onto the papers as well, because there's an offer on the papers as well, and the party ones go fantastic with the party props. And you know, so again, if you just want to kind of fill up or just get some new papers in your stash, these ones are really, really nice. So I've just used some of that. And here I've got this tray of goodies. So I've got all my party props.
Wow.
I've added things like little pom-poms onto the top of the hat.
Oh my goodness.
One of my favorites is the little unicorn, and you can see there I've added sparkle and everything onto there. And I've also done the crown with the sparkle as well. So there's just
usually get all of those prepared in advance.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do, not just because this is my new release, but whenever I tend to get new stuff, if I know I'm going to use it a lot, I've got a lot of this now ready for when I make my Christmas cards and birthday cards, kind of ready to go. Yeah. And it's nice, it's quite therapeutic to do as well, and they're quite easy to colour. You know, you don't have to think too much about it. I've got some shading and stuff going on, but you could very easily just do block colouring with that, and they would still look great because of the kind of style of them.
Yeah.
So I've already stuck my mat on the back, so that's where I'll stamp and write my message. So all you want to do with these is you're just going to do a mountain and a valley fold, and you'll do that on both pieces. So a mountain and a valley fold, and then you're just going to flip them, so you have one that will go that way and one that will go that way.
Okay.
And that will give us our card. In fact, I'm going to do it that way. You can have them either way. I like them so that when you open it, you see your pattern paper. Whereas if you do it that way, your pattern paper's on that side. I've always done them on the left, but it doesn't matter. You can do them on the left or the right. I also like to put mine all together, and then I add my mechanism once they're all in place. Some people like to do them when they're kind of half done, and I've shown you all the different, there's 3 different ways, and I've shown them all on older tutorials, which are all on my channel.
Okay.
If anybody goes over there, it's under the wiper die playlist.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
So yeah, it's easy to find. Okay, so I'm just going to glue down one of these sides. I'm just going to add my glue onto here.
While you're doing that, anybody who's thinking, okay, so I might have missed the card making magic, or I've missed seeing all of the products for the new Maker Surprise. We're talking about Festive card making today. That's 2 new brands, 2 new launches, which I love. But you can find everything that we're talking about today on craftstash.co.uk. Under the bargain section, there is a whole category just for this week's CraftWorld Live. So please jump straight to there and have a look, because that's where you'll find everything we're talking about without missing anything.
And then I've just put glue on that outer rectangle on this side, and I just fold it in and fold that down, and that will give you your 5x7 size. And that way you know it's all going to fold flat. You know, it's really easy to do. So I'm just going to hold that there for a second whilst I'm going to keep my arm on that, and I'm just going to add glue onto the back of this piece, which you can see I've reused because I stamped and then smudged, or I was doing a test. I don't know what I was doing there, but don't waste anything. And then this one will go on here. Now I've left it so the bottom is free because I'm going to be adding my sentiment, and I'm also going to be adding in my props because obviously they're a bit bare. They could do with some party hats and bits and pieces, so we're going to add all those on in a moment. Okay, so now we will have something like that ready for the mechanism. So that's this piece here. So if I just bring in something that's a bit darker just so you can hopefully see. So there, you just want to add your tape to the triangle facing you, so it's in the bottom left hand corner. It's how I've done it again in all of those videos as well. Really, really easy. So before I stick, I'm just trying to think. What you want to do is grab your element.
Oh, we've kind of lost. I think Sam will be coming back in just a moment, hopefully. We've just lost her. Oh no, she's still there.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Sorry, you just froze for a moment, but I don't think we missed much.
Sorry. I've got to just about to stick bow on there. Is it not very good then, my end?
It's saying poor connection, but you know, we can still see what you're doing. I'm
okay.
sure that will pick itself up in a moment, I'm sure. It just takes
It's been a bit.
No,
I didn't know whether it was my end or not. So, okay, apologies to anybody. Right, so I'm going to actually cut this down a little bit. So we've done these so they're nice and big for you, but you can cut into these, but you don't want to cut anything along the bottom here. You don't want to interfere with this bit because you need this to kind of push and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But you can certainly reduce the height. So I'm going to take a chunk off there. About 1 inch I've taken off. You might not want to. Again, it depends. Lots of people use these and put different things on top of them. So I'm just going to grab some red tape. I would use, if you're using the acetate, I would use some red tape. And what you can do, because you get the dies for these, is after the live, I would die cut another one and sandwich it on the back so it's nice and tidy so you don't see the tape, and it just visually looks better for that person when they you know, open the card. So I'm just going to stick bow along the top there, because
you know that everybody's going to be looking around the back of this card and inside and seeing how it works.
Yeah, they kind of do, don't they? They start to dissect them all. So you can see there I've got my triangle on the bottom left. So now I'm going to take the backing off there, and should use my pokey tool, but somewhere there we go. And then what you want to do is you're going to stick this triangle is exactly the same width as one of these rectangle widths here. So you're going to pop this in so it backs up, you know, runs flush with that piece there, that score line. And then you want to bring it down so that he's kind of hidden.
Right.
And then you're just going to close it and it will stick over that triangle.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it open. And now when you close it, he will disappear.
Wow. I love that. And I still, even from watching that, I still can't quite work out how it works, but it works.
And then when you go to open it, he's going to pop up. And it's like he's, you know, wants to join in the party. So now we can start finishing it off with all of our other bits and pieces. So I've done my mats and layers here. I'm actually down to the last few pieces of my paper pads. So I was lucky just before we went live trying to find like the polka dots and everything, but I managed to get enough with that. I need to put an order in and get some more sent to me.
Yeah,
so I've got the polka dots and then we've got this, which is all again from that paper pad. I always like bright colours. All my cards, you know, are quite bright, and yeah, kind of my style. There we go. And then this one, I just popped it on some foam tape just to give it some dimension, and then we can stick things in. Oh, kind of nestle it around. So I'm just going to lay this down so it hides the bottoms of all our characters, like so.
Lovely.
And then I've got presents here, which are from the, let me just grab which one we're using here. So this is from the Christmas props, actually, the present one. What you get here is you get these, and these stamps will fit perfectly into the square, so you can change them if you've got polka dots or stars. So you can see there stars and things. Yeah, so you can change all of those. So I've just taken that one, but in the, yeah, because in the Christmas one here, you get this present as well. Right. So I'm going to have maybe, let's pop a present. I'm going to cut a little bit off. I'm just going to snip away the bottom there, just so we can have that one. Pop a little bit of foam. Oh, let me just grab, throwing things around there. 2 secs.
Oh, I've been completely throwing things around today in here.
Honestly, it really is like a bomb's gone off in this room.
That's how it should be.
Luckily, you can just see the top half, so which is tidy, but the floor is a mess. I'm one of those people, I throw things on the floor. After I've done a live, it's terrible.
Worry about it afterwards.
Yeah, I've got to like crawl out of my room. So we do one there, and let's do the yellow one. Do a yellow one down here. So again, let's snip off the bottom of that one. And then, so yeah, during the lives, I recognise a lot of faces. So when I'm doing my lives next week, I'm going to be using some of this to make a Christmas card. That sounds like my doorbell, which is typical. And I believe it or not, it is my next collection.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna. It's all right. Someone will leave it in the lobby. It's fine. That is typical. Okay. Right. So what should we have? Let's put a hat on to Bo. See, Bo could wear. This is where it's nice now to start playing around. So Bo could put the glittery crown on.
Yes.
So you can see there. I really like the unicorn on Marty. Then we can have, let's have a little look here. What have we got? I really like the cowboy hat on Heidi. And then let's do the bandana. Maybe you can't quite get that on to Eve. So let's do, oh, Eve's going to go for a pirate hat. There we go.
Of course.
So that's great. But this is the fun. This is why it didn't take me ages, but it took me longer because I got so engrossed in it, you know. And I'm like, oh, but I want that on it, and then I want that on it, and I want to do that one, and I want to do that one. It's just so much fun. And if you've got children that enjoy doing crafting with you, then, or grandchildren, you know, these ones are perfect. So I
think this is the sort of party I want to go to. I mean,
we all need a good party, don't we?
Don't we just? This would just be fantastic.
So let's just pop the hat on Heidi, and they're meant to be oversized. They're meant to be, some things won't, they're not, it's not like we have designed them to fit, like, you know, they can hold that prop there, you know what I mean?
Of course.
If you go to a photo booth, they're oversized glasses, they're silly things that you wear. So yeah, don't try to make them perfectly fit, because the fun is the fact that they're a bit oversized and big. That's how, you know, we wanted them to be made. So I'm just going to add these last bits here, and then my glue's got.
Don't forget, everybody, we are giving away some brand new made to surprise and some brand new card making magic today. All you need to do is comment and make sure you're tagging and sharing with your friends as well, because I'm going to be, or I'm not, somebody will be picking winners in the next few minutes. So if you've just not even said hi, just do that and you're in the hat. I like that. We're looking at hats.
It was funny because I actually saw that somebody called Heidi won the one on the Facebook page.
Oh yes, it
was announced
today. Yes.
Yes, and I thought, and we've got Heidi the hippo.
Fantastic. So it's made to be.
Yeah, there we go. That's all I'm going to do. But you can get an idea. I've just popped a little one of the props there, but now it closes down. Brilliant. Oh, the crown's sticking out. That's one thing. Again, if I had a little bit more time, just check. I can move that. down, but now it pops up.
I love it.
And you've got Marty joining the party with all of his friends.
It's fantastic. Thank you so
it's just such
much.
good fun. You're welcome.
Thank you. That's just absolutely brilliant. I absolutely adore that. So we can't see your face now, but I know you'll be doing lots on CraftWorld, lots on YouTube as well, using this collection, and you better go and see where that parcel is with your next new collection as well.
I know.
Good luck with that. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Oh, she's lovely. That was absolutely fantastic, of course, as usual. Between her and Christina, you've had so much inspiration today already. But I have 5 more minutes that I can quickly show you my own demonstration, which I love to get on with. I love demonstrating myself, so it's a bit of a treat for me. So I'm going to go back to card making magic. Now, let me bring you down to my desk. I have my die cutting machine here. So from the Card Making Magic, there's lots and lots I can be using here. I'm actually going to be using the stamp set number 2 here. So this long sentiment here. I've already pre-stamped that. And then I'm also going to be using, I think I need to come all the way back to the beginning somewhere. All of these, look, this one, the Rose Filigree. Now this was another favourite of Christina's as well. I think with every collection, every designer will have a favourite. But when the designer and other people have the same favourites, you know you're on to a winner. So the size of this compared to the packaging, as you can see, is really very different. We couldn't put images that big onto the front of everything, of course. But you're also getting all of the dies, the larger dies, to lay over this as well if you wanted to. I'm going to do a really, really quick card using this actually. So I'm just going to cut it first of all for you, just from white cardstock, just to show you how beautifully it cuts and the sort of design that you're going to be getting from it. So bringing in just my big shot. It's not the plus. This will go through the smaller one. Don't forget, please make sure you are in with a chance of winning these bundles. We're giving away over £100 in prizes. And if you didn't hear me say earlier, our next craft along is going to be with Lynette Jasper of Pretty Gets Gritty, which I'm really excited about. So just double checking there, just making sure, I believe everything is cut. I want to run this through once more because there's nothing worse than taking a die out of its place and then realising actually you needed to run it through once more. So give that a little bit of a turn and a run through just to double make sure, like so. And then let's see, yes, see, I've got all the little bits coming out now. So the next craft along, as I was saying, with Pretty Gets Gritty, is now available to buy the kit for, so you are ready for that video. Even if you cannot join us during the day, I believe it's 1 o'clock usually. If you cannot join us during the day for that video, you can absolutely be purchasing the kit and watch the video back later so you can craft along with Lynette. Now look at this. This has just cut out absolutely perfectly, hasn't it? It's so pretty, so beautiful. I haven't even used my pokey tool because all the pieces have just fallen out. Sorry, there we go. You can see there that embossing. That is stunning. Now let me just pop these away, okay, and clean up a little bit so I can move on with the next stage. The next stage for me, I'm going to be cutting into a panel of cardstock. So I have got some matting and layering ready to put onto my card. I'm doing a Christmas card, but with a little bit of a different colour scheme. I'm going for this purple and white and then a little bit of grey as well. I've got a panel of cardstock that will fit there absolutely perfectly as well, already cut to size. I'm going to take the die that sits around the outside of this. It gives it a little bit of a border. There we go. So it's slightly larger, and I'm going to cut that into this panel here. So just taking my tape again. Now with this die, just bear in mind there is one little part of the scallop that is different, a little bit that sticks out there, and that is because on the die there is a little leaf here that just pops out. Okay, so just bear in mind wherever you want your cluster to be. I think I'm going to put mine there. You need to make sure that your leaf, your little sticky outy bit on the outer die, that's technical terms there, are in the right place. So I think that will be about right there. So just make sure that's around about central. Hopefully Sam and Christina are in the comments now having a chat with you all. So please say hello, tell them how much you love their new collections as well. I'm so glad we could get both of them on today. What would be really good is to have one really big Skype call or Zoom call or whatever else. There must be a third one someone can think of as well, with all of us at some point, and all have a big natter and a cup of tea and talk lots of craft. That would be amazing. So just cutting into the front of my matting and layering there. So this is going to then reveal the underneath, the pink underneath, that beautiful purpley colour. Okay, so let's see, where is the little bit? There it is. So I'm going to glue these pieces down now. I'm going to use a flat glue, just for speed really, because we are getting towards the end of the hour. I did unclog my glue earlier, so it should be fine. But of course you can add your foam tape between these layers if you wanted to. You don't have to do this with a flat glue. If you want more dimension, absolutely, foam tape around there. Maybe a piece of acetate on the back, so you can you have something raised up to stick the filigree frame to. There's lots of different options. I'm just giving you one here. Just bear in mind where that little leaf section will be. So sitting that just there. And then again, if you wanted to use something like a silicone glue or a dimensional glue, you could place this in with that. I'm just going to use my wet glue today because this is a super quick demo just to take us to the end of the hour. And running glue along there. Now where that leaf is, I'm just going to pop it in so we get a little bit of a border, a purple border around the edge, and you can really see all of that detail there. It's really pretty. Now that already, that doesn't have to be a Christmas card at the moment, does it? That could easily be birthday, wedding, anniversary, absolutely anything. And of course I've got my spine here, but this could also be so it was at the top, so you have the roses down the bottom. The reason I put mine at the top there is because I have stamped onto a sentiment strip, a piece of cardstock here already, and this is, let me just grab some scissors, I've got them here somewhere. This is longer than I need at the moment, but this is going to go around over the edge there, so I'm just going to just trim these down. Now if I was more prepared, or rather if I remembered, I would have wrapped this around the card. That's what my extra bits were for, but I completely forgot to do that bit first. So instead, I'm just going to place that. I might place that down the bottom. So to do that, I'm just going to snip while the glue's still wet and I've still got time. I'm just going to snip that little leaf there up a little bit, just so I can tuck my sentiment underneath. Now the sentiment has come from the stamp set, and if you're purchasing today any two of the festive frames, you are going to be able to get one of these stamp sets completely for free. Okay, so you see we've got Christmas Memories, a special. Come join us, let's make some more. I'm just going to finish this off very quickly with a few little sparkles. They kind of match the roses in there as well. Slightly different pink, but we don't want too much of the same colour, do we? So just add some of those around. And you can do lots. You can do your decoupage roses on here. That's one thing I haven't shown you yet. We do have the extra dies to decoupage those up as well. And let's just put one more. Let's put that down here, just so it's a little lonely one, just floating down. But can you see that gorgeous frame there? I've left these leaves lifted up. Once you start adding those decoupage layers on as well, I mean just in pure white, you don't need to do any more than just the white. That is going to look so pretty. You can start shaping your flowers as well if you wanted to also. But we are at the end of the hour now, so I'm going to bring you back to me, if I can just find where my mouse is. There we go. So I have some winners to announce. It's that time of the hour. So thank you all so much for commenting and for entering. Every Friday we have huge prizes. So there's two places you can be watching this live at the moment, and of course you can catch up on YouTube at any time. From CraftWorld, over on CraftWorld we have, this is always a handle, so it's at Kindle Craft. Congratulations, Kindle Craft, you are one of our winners. You can get in contact, or we will contact you otherwise, about sending your prize out. And then from on Facebook we have Gaina Elder. Congratulations, you have won a selection of the products as well, as has Maria Older. Well done both of you as well. You've been watching on Facebook, so you are also our winners. So lots and lots of quickly recap for you. We have the chance to purchase 2 of the Festive Frame dies and then get that free stamp set. If you are purchasing any of the photo booth, the stamp and die sets, the bundles, so the ones that match, you can then also buy either the sliders or the wiper card die sets from Major Surprise, and you get 30% off of those. Okay, we've also got our deal of the day. We also have, don't forget to check out the Craft Along by Lynette Jasper, okay, with Pretty Gets Gritty. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait. Just search for that over on CraftWorld. Have a look as well through the Facebook page. There's a post there telling you all about it. You've got the most amazing bundle of mixed media goodies that will come to you in time for the video on the 21st. You don't want to miss that because that is going to be absolutely amazing. 2 new magazines out today as well. So we've got Die Cutting Essentials issue 70, I believe, and then we've got Simply Cards and Papercraft issue 210. Both those out today. If you don't subscribe and you usually pop down to the shop to try to get them, you can buy them on CraftStash instead, and they will come to you super quick. Okay, so I think that's everything for today. We've got a really fun weekend, lots happening over on CraftWorld. I've got some really exciting interviews to do, so look out for those coming up in the next few weeks. You're going to love the people I'm chatting to and find out what they've been up to. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again. If I don't see you before, I'll see you on Tuesday for my What's Hot Live at 2 o'clock. Okay, take care everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.